Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacey Hanrahan, and welcome to Wednesday's episode of Boaters TV. First up, our Captain's Caption photo was provided by Chris and Annalisa Lefebvre. We'll reveal the caption of the day at the end of the show. Coming up in Did You Know? It's not such a bad time to buy or refinance a boat. In this week's Mad Mariner Report. In this week's Mad Mariner Report, Greg Prateau cuts through all the doom and gloom news surrounding today's economy and comes to the conclusion that it's not a bad time to buy or refinance a boat. It's true, the days of easy lending seem to be over. No longer is it normal to find loans requiring no money down, optional payments of principal, or approvals despite poor credit histories. Credit availability has tightened, and marine lenders are lonely. But boat loan rates are within historic average ranges. Larger loan interest rates are around 7%, while smaller loans, ones under $25,000, have rates near 9%. Now, to get these rates, you'll probably need to be buying a new boat with a credit score of 700 or more. Many lenders believe boat loan rates will lower soon, but of course, they're not saying when or by how much. Greg points out in his article that the zero-down loan was probably the major culprit in the subprime lending collapse. Since lenders are fully aware now of how much easier it is for borrowers to walk away from loans that are upside down, expect to put at least 15% down on a new boat purchase. If you bought a boat between 2005 and last September, when the Fed was raising rates or holding them steady, you should consider refinancing. Just like the old rule with real estate, anytime interest rates fall by 2% or more and you're not expecting to sell in the near future, refinancing is the smart thing to do. But shop around. Compare offers from many lenders, including your current one, and even offers from lending programs at national boating organizations that provide financing as a member service. Greg says the best time to buy or refinance a boat is when the market is soft, which is now. For more on boat loans, including information on lender scams, go to www.madmariner.com. Our next segment is brought to you by Sta-Bil.
If you use marine formula Sta-Bil every time you fill your boat, it helps to fight the damaging effects of ethanol.
Marine formula Sta-Bil ethanol treatment for everyday optimal performance and protection.
Next up in Wet and Wild, who needs skis when you've got feet? Barefoot water skiing is not a new sport. In fact, it actually began in Florida as a recreational activity in the late 1940s. Its popularity grew, and in 1961, the American Barefoot Club was formed as a division of USA Water Ski, the governing body of water skiing in the U.S. Today, barefooting is a sport recognized worldwide, and world championships are held every 2 years. Events are much like those in traditional water ski competitions, wake slalom, tricks, and jumping, but barefoot boats go faster to get the skiers up. Just imagine the beating their feet take. These athletes are tough. They use super glue on blisters or cuts while skiing, adding stitches only after the competition is completed. And professional barefooters never walk around barefoot. I remember going to the lake as a kid and watching my braver friends barefoot simply because they couldn't afford the skis. But serious barefooters will tell you the sport is not exactly cheap. They buy special wetsuits, padded shorts, and men suggest athletic cup use. Plus, a good barefoot boat needs a more powerful engine than a ski boat, and more horsepower means more fuel burn. Now, I can't talk about barefoot water skiing without mentioning the sport's most recognized figure, Banana George Blair. Banana George is 93 years old, is still barefooting, and is a champion skier. His motto is "Do it," and his trademark move, barefooting with the rope in his teeth. You would think, if he can do it, I can do it. But I don't even have the guts to try it. So if you're braver and more athletic than I am, go to www.barefoot.org for more information. And thanks again to Sta-Bil for sponsoring that Wet and Wild segment. Now in Bosun's locker, why didn't I think of that? Every day my email inbox is filled up with press releases for different boating products. And every once in a while a product will jump out at me as a, why didn't I think of that idea? The Signalmate is one of those products. It's a battery-operated device that automates the sound and light safety signals required by the rules of the road set by the U.S. Coast Guard. This frees a crew to focus on safe operation of their vessel during conditions of restricted visibility and in emergency situations. For example, in conditions of fog, the sound signal for a power-driven vessel that is underway but not making way is 2 prolonged blasts on the horn at least once every 2 minutes. With the Signalmate's assistance, you can focus on listening for signals from other vessels that may be in your area while the device alerts others of your presence. Or, in an emergency situation, the Signalmate can send out the proper SOS signal to help authorities locate you. Remember, you still need to activate your EPIRB or call for help on the radio yourself. The Signalmate package contains a controller unit, a rechargeable battery, AC and DC chargers, a 106 decibel horn, and a 360-degree LED light that exceeds the Coast Guard's 3-mile visibility requirement for boats up to 50 meters. Now, when needed, secure the unit to your vessel's foredeck and push the button for the proper signal. You can also buy the panel controller separately and wire the unit to your ship's existing light and horn systems. The Signalmate conforms to all international and inland rules, and I imagine it would be a good tool for boater education classes when teaching students how to recognize the meanings of light and sound signals. I like this product because it promotes the use of signals that unfortunately aren't used enough during times of restricted visibility. I encourage every boater, for your safety and the safety of others, to not only learn the proper signals, but to actually use them. Now, for more information on the Signalmate, go to www.signalmate.com. Now it's time to reveal Stacey's TheBoaters.com Sealebrity profile pick of the day, which is Captain RedBeard and his 14-foot Mad River kayak, Big Red. He, I'm assuming RedBeard's a he, also owns a 12-foot Wilderness Systems kayak he calls Little Red. RedBeard joined the boaters to meet fellow canoers and kayakers. He'd like to plan a multi-day kayaking trip this summer. Welcome to the boaters and congrats on your Sealebrity status. And finally today, the captain's caption of the day is YMCA, submitted by Darren Hurdle. And that'll do it for this episode of The Boaters TV. See you back here on Friday.